Good morning, everybody. It's Tracy from salontraining.com. We're excited today. I know you always hear me say that I'm excited, and because I just have the passion for the beauty industry. And today I'm on fire excited because I have some people here that I've admired through the years, and I want to find out more what they have going on. They've opened up something for Pennsylvania residents and salon owners, so we're really excited about that. Even if you're not from Pennsylvania, I think you're going to get a lot out of today's call because it might be happening in your area as well. So, all right, today we're talking to Henry Paluzzi and Cindy, and I'm so sorry, I don't know your last name, so I butch last names. I'm just very honest. So we have Cindy, Philip, and Paula. Paula is from the Bella Capelli, Paul Mitchell Partners School in Monroeville. And so let's go ahead and start with Henry today, because I know you and I had first connected. So tell me who you are and why you're here today. What's going on?
Oh, the reason why we're here today because of an invitation from you to be interviewed, and the reason why we're on is to tell everyone in all the cosmetologists and the salon owners in the state of Pennsylvania what we're all about and the reason why we formed an association. Several years ago, we had a gathering with cosmetologists and salon owners over an issue regarding the industry in Pennsylvania. And during that meeting, we had a discussion that a lot of decisions were being made without input from all the cosmetology and salon owners in the state of Pennsylvania. So we decided then to form an association. Our objective is really how to improve the industry. And one of the issues we discovered is that the legislators know very little about our industry, very, very little. So one of our objectives is to educate the legislators regarding our industry and to form an association for members that we can educate the legislators what we're all about, what our members need, and what they in the future of the industry.
That's awesome. I don't mean to go down a rabbit hole here, but I want to bring something up when you say that they don't understand us. And I think that's awesome and so important that you're bringing us into your group so that you have a nice group of people that understand the laws and what we need. So just for example, and I can't believe I'm bringing this up, but during the COVID shutdown, there was some things that none of us understood. I was all about, safety and all that kind of stuff, but one of our laws was stopping to wash our window every 30 minutes. When I told some people outside of Pennsylvania that was our new laws that we had to follow, they said, who is making your laws right now? Why would you stop with a client to go wash a window and come back? That's how silly some of these laws happen. So I am so grateful that you guys are starting something that you have real people making these decisions, having conversations brought up so that people can make real decisions. So I just had to throw that out there because some of these laws are just, blows our mind. All right. So how long ago did you start this group, Henry? And Philip, did you start this group too? I'm not sure who started it, it's a collective of all of you guys, correct?
Yes, that is correct. It was a group decision to start the association. Mm-hmm. Cindy was very well involved.
All right, let's bring Cindy on and just ask her. So tell me in your words, what is this association and how people can get involved and why they should get involved?
Well, Tracy, thank you so much. The reason why we founded the association is because during COVID especially, we found that it was very important for us as individual salon owners representing clients as well as our individual teams to be able to collaborate and celebrate our differences, as well as recognize how much alike we actually are. So the importance of this is, like Henry said, for us to be able to be aware of legislation, aware of cosmetology board decisions, aware of things even, at the federal level that might be affecting our businesses here in Pennsylvania, and to be able to collaborate together to come up with solutions, ideas, philosophies, procedures, processes, policies, etc., that will enhance the industry, again, for the consumer as well as for us as salon owners and for our teams. So, for example, public safety, you just brought that up. There's a huge need for that. That is why cosmetologists are licensed in Pennsylvania, basically, is because the consumer needs to be protected from anything that would be, affecting them when they're in the salon with chemicals, etc. But that was taken far beyond what was even reasonable for us as salon owners to be able to manage at some point. So the reason why we would recommend other salon owners joining us is that there's power in numbers. And we as a group can really affect what's going to happen to the future of the beauty industry in the state of Pennsylvania.
That's amazing. Paula, you are from, thank you, Cindy. We'll come back to you here in a moment. But Paula, you are from the Bella Capella School. Why did your school get involved in this? How does schools, because we're talking about salons and stylists being part of it, how do schools participate in this?
Yeah, so thanks, Tracy. Being a school owner, we are teaching the future of the industry. And so I think it's super important for us to, stay involved with the salon owners and collaborate with them as well. We need to stay in the know of what's going on in the industry, not only from the school standpoint with all the legislation, things that go on for being a school owner, but also in the cosmetology world. Once these future professionals get out there, they should, also know what's going on. I think that a lot of times what happens is, these salon owners, they go out there and they're so involved in, building their business. And then, they need to be able to keep up with what's going on out there that's driving their business as well. So one of the biggest things that blows my mind is the FICA tax situation. That is just such a big one that it just blows my mind that somebody else is making this decision without, consulting with what it's doing to the salon owners. Why in the world you should be paying the FICA on their taxes, on their tips, is just insane to me. Why this doesn't follow through with what the restaurants are able to do. That's one of the biggest ones. And a lot of times when you go out there and if you talk to, your stylist about, or the salon that you're in, they don't even know that that's something that's up for debate, or, things like that. That's my main reason for why I think that salon owners and stylists should get involved with this group, just to stay in the know of what's going on.
Is that federal or is that state that's happening with?
That's a federal thing, right?
For the thing, for cosmetologists, because the reason I'm saying that, of course, taxes are, but sometimes you hear different states don't do this and don't do that for different taxes. But you said the restaurants they don't, but we do.
No,
I didn't. I thought the restaurants did as well. Okay.
No. So that's that's something that this group has been supporting, as well as many other groups out there, because it kills you as a business owner.
Yes. Awesome. I just want to give a shout out to Tippy real quick. I don't know if any of you guys use Tippy, but they are in our network as well. And they actually have a great software program that if anybody's looking, then the salon owner doesn't have to pay processing fees on tips. So just if you're more interested in that, send me a message and I'll get you hooked up with them. I know we're going to be doing an interview with them soon. So, all right, Philip, thank you, Paula. Philip, can you tell me how many salons that you have and where are they located? Are they all in Pittsburgh area?
Yeah, and you're talking to me?
Yes.
As De Niro would say, are you talking to me?
Go to me?
Yes, we have 10 salons in the greater Pittsburgh area and surrounding area in Allegheny County and Westmoreland. So there's a lot of challenges there. I think the biggest thing is we need to be involved, and all salon owners should be involved and have a voice
and what's going on. What I found through the years is something gets passed, we don't even know about it. We're just sitting around, we're doing our business, all of a sudden there's a new law. We have no say, we have no input as to the value of that or the challenges that could present, both good and bad. I think if we're united, we will have a strong voice and we'll be able to influence, certainly increase awareness of what we provide as salon owners for the industry. When they do go to school, they have to come out of school, but really that's just the beginning. And the graduate course really starts with us. And we're totally responsible for everybody we hire and everything that they do and touch. We're responsible for the success. We're responsible for their continued education and training. There's a lot involved there, and we take that quite serious. And I think that we need to be influencers and have a say in what's going on with our destiny and our futures for many reasons, investments. But the main reason is for the future of the industry, the future of the cosmetologists, the future of schools. I think we all have the same interest. We certainly believe in free enterprise, that's no question. We definitely believe in that. All of us have trained many successful salon owners, and at least when they've worked for us, they've learned some best practices that they could apply to their own businesses and ensure their success of what they're doing. But the biggest thing is really having a say. I think many things get such as safety, for example, consumer safety, that's critical. We need to know what's going on as we deal with serious chemicals in our salon, and also we're working on human beings. So we need to have a say in those things, and how does a law or a change or proposal impact that? We need to see that there's fairness in reporting income. That's critical. There's a lot of possible underground economy that takes place that needs to be addressed for the betterment of all of us in the future, so that when it comes time for Social Security, maybe the money will be there for them, and things like that. We've been at it for 58 years. My brother and I and our salon group, we also have developed and marketed and sold our own product line all over the country and Europe as well. So we've seen many things everywhere on both sides, and in how things are happening in different countries, and we have a large wealth of knowledge and input to bring to any subject. So we need help. We need people to get involved with us so that we have an idea of what's going on, not finding out 2 years later that something's been passed, and that has, could have an extreme negative impact on the consumer and us. My speech. Sorry.
No, that's great. I'm very glad that you guys started this. So how do people get involved? It doesn't matter who answers. How do people get involved in this? And obviously you want them to be in the state of Pennsylvania. Salon owners, stylists. Should stylists get involved too, or just owners? What is your group looking for?
Basically, it's salon owners, and depending on the size of the salon, depends on the membership fees and what have you. But the website is pabeautyassoc.org. pabeautyassoc.org. And that website provides a lot of information about the association and how to join the association.
Okay.
And one of the benefits of the members that we've found out is that the salon owners are able to communicate with each other regarding industry trends, anything that has to do with the consumer service as far as products are concerned, or whatever they need to discuss, and assist each other. That's a big benefit of being a member.
So whenever you say that they can talk to each other, is that through like a Facebook group that you guys have? Do you guys have meetings? How does that look like?
We have periodic Zoom meetings and in-person meetings.
Okay, nice. Are they like monthly, quarterly, or as?
Usually at least a couple times every quarter.
Okay, nice. Sometimes a quarter.
And or whenever a member wants to.
Okay. And what are the fees for them to, you said it's different. Should we post that later in the comments? Like, is it?
It is listed on the website.
Okay, so it varies depending. Okay, so we can
Right.
list that on there. I'm not sure who wants to answer this, but there's a lot of talk, of course, in other states and as well as this state on occasion about taking away our license. I know that's a big hot topic. So what do you, in your opinion, Pennsylvania, what's it looking like for you guys?
What do you think, Cindy?
Okay, I'll answer that. Thanks, Henry. I can't ever see the day in Pennsylvania when a cosmetologist picks up a pair of scissors or starts to apply or formulate color that they are not trained as professionals and obtaining a license. I think that that is so important to the integrity of our industry and the professionalism of the future of our industry.
I think all of us agree to that, but do you see anything down the pipeline? I mean, are we fighting that a lot?
We haven't seen a lot of that coming across yet. I'm sure that there's probably a little bit of chatter about that in the background, but yeah, we would fight that tooth and nail if it became an issue in the state of Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
For sure.
So things like that are a reason why you have something growing like this, because if it ever does come down to it, you have people that can rally for issues that we're all concerned about. So I think that's fabulous. Great.
Thank you.
Okay. There was anything else that you guys want to go over?
Oh,
I could just add to what Paula said, how important, just for example, the tip tax credit would be. What a tremendous help that would be to us to be able to compete and to provide more for our employees. You know, oftentimes the monies that we have, there's so much of it that we invest in training and the betterment of the industry and in changing trends and all that. And that would be so good if we could really make something like that happen. It'd be great for us and great for the industry. And it really mirrors what's being done everywhere else, but it's never applied for some reason to the beauty industry. And I think we need to educate a lot of, you know, what I've found through the years of talking to different people in politics and stuff, they don't always quite get what we do. Oftentimes these, you know, and I don't want to say this to sound derogatory at all. No, it's just a haircut or a barber, or what's the big deal? You know what I mean? Well, you know, there is a big deal. That's why we have insurance rates for everything. You know, we're quite more complex than that. And our education process does require more than just waking up and going online and answering 4 questions and becoming a hairdresser.
Right.
So I think I want to thank you, Paula, for bringing that up. And I think that's a very important part of our mission as well, to help and assist and be part of and or lead to make that happen.
I don't know if anybody agrees with this, but I think we should be a state that has continuing education.
Right.
What do you guys think about that? I would love to fight for that.
And even continue education, you know, perhaps once you're out, you're just not, you know, you continue maybe being re-educated every couple of years in some way, shape, or form. Something is not too arduous, not too hard to do, but at the same time helps keep you current and keep our industry current with what's going on and any changes that are happening or trends or safety issues, any changes in protocol for safety, you know, things like that. Maybe something like 10 hours every 2 years, or I think it's something that we would definitely endorse and be behind if everybody in the association felt the same way.
Mhm. We were just, as a vendor for salontraining.com, we were a vendor at the Ohio Premiere Show just recently. And I love going to shows. We love setting up and that kind of stuff. And we had a few people saying, we don't know how it's going to be this year. It was great. Don't get me wrong. They were saying at the beginning, I don't know how it's going to be this particular year, because it's not the year that they need hours. It's next year that they need hours. It's every two years.
Mhm.
And I said, we don't even have that in Pennsylvania. And it's, part of me wondered if that's why. I'm it's not wondering. That's one of the reasons why they said, the Pennsylvania show at Seven Springs actually is not here anymore. It's because attendance, well, they got full, first of all. That was one of the things that they outgrew that area. But for someone to take it on in a larger area, it was said, well, they don't need accreditation hours in Pennsylvania, so why go there anymore? I'm sure you guys have heard that too. And that's not the case. Like when we did bring the show back to Pennsylvania at Seven Springs this past April, the trainers that came in said, wow, like these are very intelligent people that are in our classes and they are hungry for education. And I said, I know, that's why we need to keep it here. Like, so I just want to give a shout out to the professionals, whether they were a student, salon owner, or stylist that came to that show, because that shows you don't need the hours. You just make sure that you continue to grow, which is amazing. But I do think we should actually have it mandatory. So.
Oh, Tracy, you should know that we do partner with the school association. And that gives us a lot of support with the legislators as far as that is concerned. And we also monitor what's going on as far as legislation is concerned in the State Board of Cosmetology. We monitor and keep our members up to date as to what may be happening and then what they should be concerned about.
That's great. That's great. Well, I'm glad that you guys had started this. And so for anybody that's listening that's in Pennsylvania, if you're a salon owner or you're part of a school, we are going to put it in the chat here. And then this will go on YouTube later, like we mentioned. So please go to their website, check it out. I'm sure you guys, if you guys can answer any questions too, if your emails are in there as well. They've been very supportive of all of us in the industry, and they're part of the industry, which just makes it so amazing. They're not just board members sitting there making all these rules. They're actually living and breathing. As you can see, Philip Paluzzi has been a school or a salon owner for how many years did you say, Philip?
58.
58 years. So he knows what he's talking about, guys. And he is.
I started when I was 10.
Yeah, started when you 10. Nice.
Actually 10 and a half, sorry.
Yep. I have my kids starting, they're 8 and 10 right now, or going to be 8, but I had them starting too. I'm like, get working, grow them young. Right. So
Right.
thank you guys. Is there anything else that you guys want to mention?
We can keep on talking for the next 2 hours.
Oh, I could too. I think that's important. I love what you guys created. I know, Henry, you and I will be speaking tomorrow, so I can't wait to find out more about what you guys offer. I know that I want to be part of your program as well. I think it's important for all salon owners and school owners to be a part of this. So thank you for creating it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys
Tracy.
so
Bye.
much.
Thank you, Tracy.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.